What happens when you make a watch angry? It gets ticked off. Hello everyone, I'm Tom from Esquire Middle East. Now we are back here at Baselworld, aka the world's largest watch and jewelry exhibition. We've been walking the halls all morning on day 3. Here's what caught our eye. Rolex announced an update to a very classic model indeed. Rolex launched a load of new watches with updates to the Oyster Perpetual Datejust family, the Cosmograph Daytona, and the Deep Sea series. However, the watch that stole the show was the GMT Master II, or as others may call it, the Rolex Pepsi-Cola. This watch, so named after the red and blue colors on its ceramic dial, was first launched back in 1955, and this Baselworld, Rolex has brought it back. Inside the watch beats a new caliber 2385, which boasts a total of 10 patents for Rolex, and this also marks the first time a GMT Master has sat on a Jubilee bracelet. Tudor launched absolutely loads of new watches, but there's one in particular that caught our eye. Tudor has updated its Black Bay range. It receives 2 new dials in both blue and champagne, as well as bringing down the size to 39mm. That's no small feat, especially when you're dealing with an already complicated movement inside. But what everyone is talking about this show is Tudor's all-new Black Bay GMT model. It looks strikingly similar to the just-announced Rolex GMT Master II, complete with a red and blue ceramic bezel. Breitling announced a load of new watches as part of its new slimmed-down collection. Big news from Breitling this show, it unveiled its new streamlined watch collection under the brand names Land, Sea and Air. It has produced several new watches in all these categories, but our favorites are the ones that draw on Breitling's rich heritage. The World War II Navitimer Super 8 is a good example of this, as it was originally inspired by the stopwatch that pilots used to strap to their uniforms when on patrol. Elsewhere, Breitling also pulled the wraps off 2 new models in the Super Ocean Heritage series. Now it's available in both silver and gold at 42 and 44mm. There's tons of new stuff from Seiko this year, as well as its higher-end brother, Grande Seiko. Seiko doesn't just turn up to Baselworld, it does it twice. Yes, both Seiko and its more high-end division, known as Grande Seiko, pulled out all the stops this show, with various new watches from the Japanese watchmaking stalwarts. From Grande Seiko, there was the High-Beat 3600, announced for the 20th anniversary of the brand's famous Caliber 9S movement. For regular Seiko, the emphasis was on the new Presage and Prospex models. The new Presage makes use of Shippo enamel, a type of material developed by the Japanese in the 17th century. The Prospex, or diver models, take retro-inspired designs straight from the 1960s. Raymond Weil announced a partnership with a very special band. Over the last few years, it has been customary for Raymond Weil to announce a new watch in partnership with some of the biggest names in music. It has done so before with watches around the likes of Frank Sinatra, the Beatles, Bob Marley, and David Bowie. This year was no different, as the brand showcased a watch in homage to rock legends AC/DC. It rocks an in-house movement and an open work dial, letting you see the balance wheel rock back and forth. Elsewhere, the brand also announced a skeletonized version of its popular RQ1212 caliber. And that has been day number 3. Now be sure to hit that subscribe button, because we're bringing you new videos every single day of Baselworld. Also be sure to let us know what you think of the watches using the comments below. I'll see you very soon.